'cause I know that you do. You've been a stranger lately, and I know that's not you. Easy come, easy go, no need to fight about it. Easy come, easy go, no stress, I'm good without it. Easy come, easy go, let's keep it fun and simple. Easy come, easy go.
Well, welcome to Wrexham FC on YouTube. Post-match of Wrexham versus Salford City. I almost said Silly almost then. Salford City, full-time, Wrexham 5, Salford City 1. That's Wrexham 5, Salford City 1. Colin, could you ask for more, really, today?
No, and definitely worth emphasising the 5. What a performance. We spoke to Graham on Christmas Eve. He said they need to give the fans something back, and wow, we really did give the fans something back today, didn't we? From the very first few minutes, as soon as Luke Summerfield's corner came in and Sean Pearson's got up and headed in, you saw it was in as soon as the cross was coming over, and from then on it just got better and better, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, and Graham's emphasised just how keen he was for a fast start here. They were so frustrated, disappointed with what happened at Aldershot in terms of not being able to put away those chances. Well, they certainly have today, haven't they?
Clinical finishing and well-worked moves as well. That's the other thing. This wasn't smash and grab, anything like that. Wrexham were the dominant team. They soaked up any pressure Salford put on, which was very minimal in truth. But when maybe the start of the second half aside, they soaked everything up, and at the other end, yeah, some brilliant finishes. Great movement off the ball too. Akil Wright's header for the second goal. Just peeled off his man, headed in. Third goal, Brad Walker's done really well to make space for himself from 25-30 yards out when he got the ball. Burst through. One of them, another one, as soon as it left his boot, that was only going one place, wasn't it? Second half, as Graham said, it was a funny 10 minutes where Salford did pile a little bit of pressure on, but the likes of Sean Pearson, Jake Lawler against his former team absorbed it very well. And then, what do you want your substitutes to do? You want to change games? They haven't so much changed it, but they certainly put the icing on the cake for a very, very good afternoon.
Were you surprised at how, I'm going to say it, poor Salford were today? They seemed to get frustrated very easily. As soon as they went a goal down on 2 minutes, they were almost falling apart among themselves.
Yeah, it was surprising. They started the day second in the league table, and you wouldn't have guessed that from that performance. No. I think you're right, it's frustration. I've spoken to some of the Wrexham players, they said when they used to play against Wrexham, the key was always to keep the crowd quiet. Salford just simply couldn't do that, and once the crowd were behind Wrexham, the frustration grew. I thought Nathan Pond was very lucky to still be on the pitch shortly before half-time. The kick aimed at Bevan. Stuart Bevan's one of those players, you'd hate to play against him, wouldn't you? And Nathan Pond showed exactly why today. Yeah,
and so much so that Nathan Pond was brought off at half-time. Then Carl Piergiani, his centre-half partner, is booked after a couple of minutes. And Mark, with your lovely cat there.
Nathan Pond, we meet at last. Not normally, of course, at this point, I summed the game up through interpretive dance, but I thought an impersonation of Stuart Bevan would be better on this occasion.
We're quite happy here. But in terms of Piergiani gets booked after a couple of minutes in the second half, ill discipline almost from Salford at times, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and it was surprising how quickly they lost their heads. They took Pond off at half time, and then, as you say, just a few minutes later, they're lucky again not to be down to 10 men. Eventually, the inevitable happened, and why they were arguing with the referee's decision, I don't know. It's two very obvious yellow cards, and that's him out for the next game, isn't it? The only shame, I guess, is that it wasn't a longer ban that would have stretched through to New Year's Day.
Yeah, absolutely, and he looked like one of their better players, wasn't he? Tom Walker, and I think the biggest surprise with the red card was that there wasn't a red card sooner, because Salford, it was boiling over all game, wasn't it? They were flailing their arms around, they were getting frustrated, so many stray passes. They were a shadow of what we know they're capable of.
Yeah, and it's a surprise the experience they have in that team as well, to allow people like Stuart Bevan and Bobby Grant, who know what they're doing, they know how to wind opponents up. The nutmeg from Bevan on Pond almost summed it up, didn't it? That was pure class, really. And as the discipline got worse with us, the trying passes that weren't coming off, so many Hollywood passes, crossfield balls straight out of play. Whereas Wrexham just kept it simple, a few long balls, and they were there winning the second balls to feed off the likes of Bevan and Grant up front, who put two massive shifts in up there as well today.
So let's talk about the goals, and Sean Pearson, great header from him, as we discussed early on. Akil Wright, though, first league goal for him. He got a goal in the FA Cup. We know he's been desperate to get one in the league, and he's finally got one. It was a great header. It
was, as I said, it was the moving off the ball that impressed me most, because he's just peeled brilliantly off his mark. He's had a good couple of yards of space, didn't he? And even then, it takes a good finish, and it was a good finish to beat the keeper. How many times have we seen in recent weeks good positions squandered? Today, it just simply didn't happen, did it?
Talk about good finishes, Brad Walker, what a strike.
Brilliant. He showed he's capable of that from distance. He tried on a little bit earlier on, just didn't get hold of it, did he?
No.
Bounced through that one. As soon as it left his boot, that was going in the bottom corner, and it was the perfect finish. And Graham said it made the second half that little bit easier, and I think in truth it did, because at 2-0, I hate saying it's a dangerous lead, because I don't agree it is. I'd love to be 2-0 for any game, but 3-0 certainly a more comfortable position.
Is that the second, third, maybe fourth time we got into the break at 3-0? 3 or 4-0?
Yeah, Boston would have been one,
Boston
of course.
Was one,
Ebbsfleet, which Fab brought up, Stephen Gardner says that was as well as we've played this season. We're comparing it with the Ebbsfleet game, but agreed this was better. I'd say yes, it was better, because Salford, with the greatest respect to Ebbsfleet, was supposed to be a significantly better team, and we just didn't give them a sniff at this game.
No, but they did come out in the opening 10 minutes of the second half, and they did try and press Wrexham, but you could almost tell at half time. I mean, what does Graham Alexander say to his players when you're 3-0 down away from home against one of your title rivals? Do you say go for it and risk a cricket score, or do you?
Well, they certainly pressed a few more players forward, but what they did deliver, it was easy enough for the likes of Sean Pearson. Jake Lawler, I think, impressed against his former team. Yeah. He showed exactly why he came here. Salford are the poorer for not having him in their team, I think.
Yeah, it's a strange one with Lawler. When he started off the transfer window signing for Salford, ended it signing for Wrexham. He seemed to cut above Pond and Piergiani and Liam Hogan as well today.
We've seen a lot of Nathan Pond here as well. I've seen him when he's been playing for Fleetwood. He's a very good player and simply did not show it, whereas our two have kept their heads. And you've got to remember, we've got Manny Smith on the bench as well, We've got 3 of the best centre-backs in the league, and 2 of them are out on the pitch today.
You mentioned the substitutes, they changed games. Ben Tollett, Fantastic
Brilliant.
goal from him. Great 1-2 with Rutherford before smashing that one in. And Chris Holroyd, really important for him to get a league goal today, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was nice. We said a few times, I think we were on radio at Boston saying he likes an early goal, and this time he's done it coming off the bench. And you want that impact because it's important for the confidence as well. There have been games away from home where it's been 0-0, struggling to create chances, or create chances but struggling to take any of them. When you've got players who can come off the bench and score goals, that makes a whole lot of difference. And you'd hope that the likes of Chris Holroyd and maybe Ben Salter might get a start off the back of that, but certainly there's goals on the bench now and we've proved that.
We've asked the players, we've asked the manager as well, how much of a statement is this from Wrexham, not only to Salford but to Leyton Orient, who lost today as well?
Yeah, the results couldn't have gone any better. Dagenham have done us two big favours in 2 weeks, really. It's a huge statement, there's no question of that. The game against Leyton Orient could have been this sort of game. Chances weren't taken, then we switched off and lost. And all of a sudden we're playing catch-up. Now, 3 points behind Leyton Orient with the game in hand. I mean, the goal difference makes it effectively 4 points, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But, ahead of Salford again, that's where you want to be. And to me, it's not so much how well Wrexham played, it's how poor Wrexham made Salford look today, I think.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting time on New Year's Day at their place, won't it? But we have got Solihull in between that. Solihull won 4-0 today. They're a strange side where no one's expected them to do what they are this season, but they're dangerous, aren't they? We've seen what they were like when we lost at their place on Bank Holiday.
Yeah,
Monday
exactly that. They just keep winning, don't they? It's all well and good saying, they're going to drop off. Well, it'll be December 29th by the time we play them, and they haven't. It's a big game, it's a big promotion rival, and we have to treat them like that, I think.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be there for that. We'll have a look at some of your comments as well. Let's have a look. Welsh Knight says, what a great result, great Christmas present for the fans. It's 2:30am here in Perth, Australia. Couldn't sleep, I had to get up and check the score. Go back to bed happy now, but I'll tell you what.
Fantastic.
That's great, and I hope you're enjoying the sun. We're not jealous at all of you Welsh Knights. Andrew Davis says, take this performance on to Saturday, then on to Tuesday. Do you think we will get automatic promotion or playoffs? So it's interesting because automatic promotion is the title. Yeah, that's it. Playoffs is the more likely one. I don't think we'll finish below the playoffs this season, but I think we can get automatic promotion. I think it's between us and Orient, personally.
And the performance there, I mean, it could change in a couple of days, but we're the team with the momentum now, and we really have to take advantage of that going into these fixtures. If we do, ask me again on January the 2nd, and I think I'll be a bit more confident. It has to be challenging for promotion, of course it does. That's the aim, automatic promotion rather. But the important thing really is to learn from what went wrong last season. We've spoken to the players when we've seen them on the media days, the press conferences. They seem like they feel like we're in a better place this time round, and it feels like that within the club. It looks like that on the pitch, and after a performance like today, it's hard not to be confident, is it?
I remember the start of the season reading the pundits who were saying that Wrexham might well not be one of the favourites to go up as a title winner this season. There was always... Wrexham have been ignored a little bit this season. And I feel like people are starting to think, actually... Because I think a lot of people thought it was a two-horse race between Salford and Orient. I think some people are starting to realise now, actually, Wrexham are in a title race here. Yeah,
well, the foundations were there last season, weren't they? That's the important thing to remember, that this isn't a flash in the pan. This was building last year. Unfortunately, it didn't carry on until May, but to go again at the start of the season, to go again so well... And Graham's made an interesting point, actually. As frustrated as we've been by the away draws, they're points on the road. If you can average 2 points a game, you're going to be there or thereabouts, aren't you? It takes a freakish performance like Fleetwood, as much as we don't like to remember that, to beat somebody who's going to finish with 92 points. And that's what Wrexham have been on course for so long this season.
Ray Jones says the next game is bigger than Salford. Might well be.
Yeah, we have to back this up. This is just one result. To back it up against Solihull, a team who, as you said, beat us at their place at the start of the season. It's all well and good beating the team 5-1. You can beat them 5-6, 7-1. The important thing is to carry it on. Turn its 3 points into 6 points. Myself and Lee spoke before the game, saying 7 points from these fixtures would be a dream. I mean, I targeted 9 now. We've got the 3 from the first one. But, absolutely, the next game is super important. And it's good to see the players, Ben Salter, we've had in here already, saying... Today's gone already. We're looking ahead to Solihull at home, and get yourself down to the racecourse. It's going to be a very, very big game again. Yeah,
I'll second that. Get yourself down to the racecourse. As Colin says, Wrexham versus Solihull is the next one on Saturday. Today's gone, but what a day it was as well. Wrexham 5, Salford City 1. We've been Colin Henrys and Ollie Williams. Join us next time.